Welcome to Sport Records. In today's video we're going to discuss the upcoming fight of Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Let's get started. Although neither Davis nor Garcia hold a top-tier title at 135 or 140 pounds, the prospect of them getting together in the ring has created significant anticipation. Coming into this fight, they're both unbeaten, combining for 51 wins and 45 KOs. Though Garcia has a much taller, longer frame than Davis, he's not necessarily the type to fight at long distance and keep a shorter, more aggressive foe at the end of a jab. He does fight from an upright, balanced stance but more often finds success, thanks to superior hand speed and jolting power than dynamic style. So while he'll certainly want to keep the shorter, more aggressive Davis off of him, he'll more likely try to do so with quick combinations of left hooks and right hands to the body and head than jabbing and moving. Davis, meanwhile, is a more subtly advanced southpaw than his tank nickname implies. While he does his best work coming forward and pursuing his opponents, he doesn't simply approach with a wild swinging, caveman mentality. Instead, he patiently chops fighters down with body work with an eye toward working his way to the head later in the fight. Garcia has stopped 19 of 23 opponents and Davis has finished 26 of 28, so the idea that their fight will end inside the distance is hardly a preposterous one. It's more a guess as to whose decisive power will land first. As mentioned earlier, Garcia has edges in height and reach, is accurate with his punches and has the speed to put a variety of shots together. He's particularly effective with lead left hooks from his right-handed stance and shows as much enthusiasm for pursuing fight-ending shots to the body as he does to the head. Fighting a southpaw on Davis's level will be a challenge, but his speed will help immensely. Davis has created memorable fight-ending highlights with single shots, particularly with the uppercut that starched multi-division champion Leo Santa Cruz in 2020 and the counter left hand that left Rolando Romero unable to continue in their grudge match 8 months ago. To what extent he'll be hit and damaged by Garcia's shots could be the most important factor when they meet, because there's little doubt that if Davis can land power, he'll win. Garcia acknowledges that he's another in a long line of gifted fighters who've succeeded thanks to their offense and their athleticism, while perhaps foregoing defense. But now that he's facing higher-level opponents, it'll need to be addressed. Stylistic flaws like not tucking his chin and not keeping his hands up are being stressed by new trainer Joe Goosen, and it'll be vital for Garcia to master at least some defensive elements to ensure prolonged success going forward. Until then, he'll continue to rely on outpunching his mistakes. As for Davis, he's shown a capacity for defensive awareness to complement his power. He'll occasionally incorporate the shoulder roll most recently made famous by mentor Floyd Mayweather Jr., and he's also adept at remaining patient enough to fight off the back foot at times while inviting opponent shots that he's able to elude or deflect before countering. He's agile enough to avoid damage by bending and ducking, too, which could be employed against a significantly taller fighter like Garcia. That said, Garcia's particular blend of speed and power will be an obstacle Davis hasn't encountered often during his rise to prominence. There's a reason why people are looking forward to this one. Not only are Garcia and Davis world-class talents who are likely to have long, successful careers, but it's also one of those rare fights where you can ask two people for a pick and get diametrically opposite accounts of what'll happen in the ring. Could Garcia overwhelm Davis with speed and land enough thudding shots to stop a physically smaller opponent? Yes. Could Davis present Garcia with the sort of effective, sustained pressure he's not seen and ultimately chop him down in the second half? Yes. As for what will happen, we'll pull a little bit from both sides. Davis isn't exactly a fast starter, so it won't be at all surprising to see Garcia begin the fight on the front foot while his foe collects data and tries to evade fight-ending shots. Presuming those decisive shots don't land, the scene would slowly shift to one in which Davis is the one moving forward and initiating exchanges, trying to collect on early deposits of bodywork. Is it a slam dunk that he'll escape the early storm undamaged? No. But the guess is that it'll indeed happen that way, and he'll get his own work started early enough to either accomplish another later round stoppage or deserve a decision in the 7-5 or 8-4 range. Of course, it's likely the fight lands in Las Vegas, so assuming all three judges there will see it that way is probably the event's biggest long shot. At the end we have Davis winning the fight by split decision. What do you guys think of our prediction? Let us know in the comments. It's going to be a good fight. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Sport Records.